Good day, everyone. I am Nikki Camarillo from BS Ed major in Social Studies, and I am the fourth reporter. I am tasked to discuss about exploring the internet, researching and evaluating the web, surfing the web, assessing credibility, checklist of credibility criteria, and common credible URLs. Come with me as we dig deep in this topic. The Internet is a vast and interconnected network of computers that spans the globe. It allows for the exchange and sharing of information through a variety of services and technologies. The Internet connects billions of devices across the world, enabling users from different countries to communicate and access information seamlessly. Information on the internet is transmitted via packets through a complex web of routers, servers, and data centers. The internet supports numerous services such as email, social media, websites, online banking, streaming, and more. On the other hand, cyberspace is the virtual environment created by the internet. It is immensely large and continuously expanding. With the sheer amount of data being generated every second, users can easily become overwhelmed by the volume of available information. While search engines like Google help in locating information, the relevance and accuracy of results can vary, making it necessary to refine search queries. Not all information on the internet is accurate or trustworthy. It requires users to critically evaluate the sources. Surfing the web refers to the activity of browsing or navigating the World Wide Web by moving from one web page to another. It is often a casual or exploratory manner. So, when browsing a software application used to access and view websites. Common web browsers include Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, and Microsoft Edge. So there are three key factors in surfing the web as you can see being presented in the screen. So first of all, you should be precise with your search terms to get relevant results. Second is to evaluate the information. To think critically, it can assess the credibility and reliability of the information and sources that you find. Third, stay safe. Be cautious of suspicious links and websites, and ensure your browser and security software are up to date to protect against malware and phishing attacks. So, when it comes to surfing the web, it is a fundamental activity for assessing the vast resources available on the internet. So, by understanding the tools and techniques involved, you can navigate the web more effectively and safely. Researchers they often face challenges in sifting through the vast amount of information available on the web. So to ensure the accuracy and the reliability of the information being gathered, it is crucial to carefully evaluate the sources. So to evaluate online sources, you must first do identify the source, assess the author, check for references and citations, cross-check information, analyze the website's design and functionality, evaluate the website's reputation, and you should look for disclosure of biases. Since reliable sources they often disclose any potential conflicts of interest or biases that might influence the content. When evaluating the credibility of online information, it is essential to consider several key criteria. First is the author. Does the author have relevant qualifications, experience, or expertise in the subject matter? Is the author associated with a reputable institution, organization, or university? Can you easily find the author's contact information or a professional profile? Since transparency in providing contact details adds to their credibility. Next is the date. When was the content being published or last updated? Current information is particularly important in fields that change rapidly, such as technology, medicine, and science. Ensure that the information is still relevant and hasn't been outdated by new research or developments. Next is the purpose. What is the purpose of the content?
Determine if it is meant to inform, educate, entertain, persuade, or sell something. Since content designed to inform and educate is typically more reliable. Check for any potential biases. Is the content presenting a balanced view, or is it trying to promote a specific agenda or viewpoint? And be cautious of one sided perspectives. Next is the contact information. Is there a clear and accessible contact information for the author or the organization behind the content? Legitimate sources typically provide ways to reach out for inquiries or further information, and the availability of contact details such as email addresses, phone numbers, or office addresses adds to the source credibility. Next is the facts versus the opinion. Can you distinguish between factual information and the author's opinions? Are the facts backed by references, citations, or linked to original research? Check if the information is supported by data, studies, or credible references. So, if opinions are presented, are they clearly labeled as such? Since reliable sources usually distinguish between objective information and subjective commentary. Last one is the URL. You need to examine the domain extension, educational and government websites. As the website is well known and respected in the field, since trusted websites they often have a long-standing reputation for providing accurate information. Thus, if the website look professional and well-maintained, while not a definitive indicator, a well-designed site can reflect the quality and care taken in presenting the information. A website's URL can provide initial clues about its credibility. It is essential to conduct a more thorough evaluation to ensure the information is reliable. As you can see in the screen, there are two. Actually, that is for reminders, but the third and fourth reminder is we're gonna present it in the next slide. Of course, when you are encountering a URL, you should look at the letters that appear after the dot. So, when the dot is being presented like that edu as it is used by educational institutions, generally credible, but evaluate whether it's a personal page of a student or faculty member versus official university content. Next is .gov. It is used by government agencies, highly credible for official data and reports. Next is .org. It is often used by non-profit organizations and it can be credible but be cautious as it is not exclusive to well-known entities. .com. It is commercial sites. Since credibility varies widely, businesses might prioritize sales over unbiased information. Next is the .net. Initially, it is intended for network-based entities, but now used broadly, and it requires careful evaluation like .com. So, when evaluating the URL carefully, you need to identify the source. Look up who owns the domain using tools like Whois. A reputable owner adds to credibility. Next is to analyze the URL structure. Simple and clear URLs are generally more trustworthy. Next, the presence of relevant keywords can indicate the content's focus, but be wary of keyword stuffing aimed at manipulating search rankings. Next is evaluate the website's content and design. Since a well-designed and maintained website, it often reflects the credibility and effort put into the content. Next is assess the website's purpose. Review the About Us section to understand the site's purpose and mission. Next is to check for contact information. Reliable websites, they provide a clear contact information, including physical addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses. Next is look for reviews and mentions. Search for reviews or mentions of the website on the other credible sites or forums. and positive reviews from reputable sources add credibility. By carefully evaluating these aspects, you can better determine the credibility of a website and ensure that the information you use is accurate and reliable and it has its credibility. In conclusion, evaluating the credibility of online information is essential for researchers and anyone seeking reliable data. While a website's URL can provide initial clues about its trustworthiness, a comprehensive evaluation is necessary to ensure the information's accuracy and reliability. The key aspects to consider include the domain extension, the author's credentials, the publication date, the content's purpose, and the availability of the contact informations. That could be all. Thank you so much for listening. And again, this is Nikki Camarillo from BS Ed Social Studies.